Good morning, weenies, and welcome back to another video of Wiener Walks. So far, we have discussed a lot of positive topics like confidence, motivation, commitment. Today, I thought we could focus on something a little bit more negative, and that is the concept of fear. We can take a look at the numbers and see what people are mostly afraid of, right? They're afraid of death, they're afraid of spiders, they're afraid to speak in public, but I was thinking of fear in different terms. I don't want to consider fear in those practical senses, right? Like we all have healthy fears of the things that surround us. But I'm talking about the fear that's there every single day. All right, so let's draw the scenario then. Let's say that you're a teenage boy and that there's this really cute girl and you've just been dying to approach her. You want to get to know her. You want to make her your girlfriend. And every day you see her at school, but you never work up the courage to go talk to her. That's the kind of fear that I'm talking about. That's not the kind of fear that shows up at your doorstep just to frighten you for a minute. That's the kind of fear that sits under your bed, creeping, wanting to torment you. This evil type of feeling. That's the kind of fear that we're all afraid of. And it happens all the time. You're probably thinking to yourself, yeah, man, this is some scary stuff. I just want to get rid of it right now. I don't want to feel this way anymore. Please just make it stop. The sad truth of it is, it doesn't go away in 1 second. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. This sort of thing does take a while. That fear that you have constantly, it's going to take a long time for you to get rid of it because it's in your mind. It's not a physical thing. It's in your mind. Those sorts of things take a while and it might never go away. It's probably going to stay with you forever. But the least you can do is treat it. So what's the treatment? Let me just go ahead and throw some cliches at you, right? Why don't you go skydiving? Do something dangerous. Oh, go approach that girl. Just do it. Don't think about it. It's a lot easier said than done because most people have that courage already. But for people like me and you, we have those fears on a consistent basis. It's not that easy for us to act because our mind is stopping us from doing so. Okay, so you want to figure out how to stop being fearful on the things that haunt you every single day. And I'm going to tell you exactly how it's going to happen. Okay? The first step in getting rid of that fear is by putting trust in somebody with a blind intention. You have no intention of knowing what they're going to do. You're just trusting them blindly. That's the idea. Secondly, what you need to do is stop listening to that gut feeling, that instinct that you have. That's your ego talking to you. That's your other self. It's trying to control you. It's trying to tell you what's right and what's wrong. And you need to stop listening to it. You need to actually go against what it's been telling you this entire time. The next step would be to endure the pain that you've been feeling for so long. Inflict that mental pain upon yourself because your ego likes to hide behind it. That way you get to expose your ego and get rid of it completely. So the last thing to happen before you overcome your fear is going back to that first step and having your trust broken. It's going to hurt a lot. It's going to hurt terribly. But it's going to lead you to those next steps where you endure the pain. Once that trust is broken, you're going to feel like you can't trust anybody anymore. And you're going to think that the whole world is out to get you. And that's good. Because it's true. You build trust and it gets broken down. And exactly what's happening with your fear is that it's being built up in your body and it will be broken down. That is what's going on here. The fear has been built up in your body every single day. And what you're doing to stop it is to break it down and start over brand new. So now that you've seen your trust build up, all just to be broken down, the same applies to the fear. You've built it up for all these years, all just to be broken down. If you've lost all that trust in that person, what fear do you have of going to talk to that beautiful girl? What fear do you have of going skydiving? Absolutely none, right? Because as you'll realize when you get older and you have more experiences, that your entire body, your physiology, your mind, it's all being built up just so it can be broken down. Why? So you can become a more confident and stronger individual. That's the whole idea here, people, is that you need to be broken down so you can be built up into a stronger person. I hope you take what I said about fear as an invitation to welcome it, to allow it to live in your life, right? It's a necessary emotion. If you don't have it, then there's something seriously wrong with you. But again, endure the pain, welcome that fear into your life, and always keep in mind, be a wiener, not a winner. I'll see you tomorrow. Can I get a hug? Oh, okay.